fascinating strategy based on some deep insights into human psychology and relationship dynamics. We are talking about the ultimate transformation journey, moving from the sheer pain of loss to total, absolute self-mastery. If you've ever had someone just walk out of your life, well, you know exactly how paralyzing that feeling can be. But what if that exact loss was actually the ultimate catalyst for you becoming the most powerful version of yourself? Okay, let's dive into this and see exactly how this transformation actually unfolds.
So look, it's completely natural to want a quick tactical fix when you're hurting, right? You want to know, what is going to make them miss me like crazy? You're looking for that secret formula to make this person wake up and realize they made a massive mistake. But I'll tell you right now, the answer is definitely not begging. It is not flooding your social media with vague, sad quotes, and it's for sure not trying to make them jealous. It actually boils down to one single profound shift in how you operate after they're gone.
And that shift starts with phase 1, complete silence. The power of disappearing to fix yourself.
Look, this is the first move in the playbook, and honestly, it's going to be the hardest one. We're not talking about casually playing hard to get here. We are talking about a complete and total withdrawal of your energy and your presence from their life. Let's just look at these rules real quick. No texts, no calls, no dropping casual little comments on their posts. You do not watch their stories, and you absolutely, under no circumstances, ask mutual friends how they're doing. Nothing. Zilch. Complete silence. Now, I know the immediate fear that pops into your head. Wait, won't they just forget about me? The answer is a resounding no. In fact, the exact opposite is what happens.
And this brilliantly illustrates why. Think about the air we breathe. It's always there, it's totally normal, and people completely ignore it, right? Until they can't breathe. When you are constantly available, you basically become like air. But look at the other side. Think of a kid's toy. When they play with it every single day, they don't think much of it. But the exact second someone takes that toy away, no way. Suddenly, it is literally the only thing they can think about. By disappearing, your absence becomes significantly louder than your presence ever was. Their brain wakes up and goes, wait, where'd they go? Why aren't they watching my stories anymore? You literally morph from invisible air into the thing they are completely obsessing over.
Which brings us to phase 2, starving the drama. Stop keeping them alive in your mind.
Okay, so going silent on them is really only half the battle. It completely falls apart if you're still blabbing about them to everyone else. These right here are the critical mistakes that literally give away your power. Telling your friends every single microscopic detail of the breakup. Posting those dramatic, sad quotes online. Replaying what went wrong like 1,000 times in your head. Because here's the thing, when you do this, word inevitably gets back to them. A mutual friend mentions you're still really torn up. And what does the person who left think? They think, oh good, I still have them on the hook. They're totally not over me. You are signaling that they can treat you poorly, and you'll just sit right there on the sidelines, waiting for them.
So what do strong, unbothered people do instead? Well, they use these 3 super actionable steps. When someone asks about the whole situation, you simply say, you know, I'm focused on other things now. If they try to pry, you just completely change the subject. And if they really push for the drama, you just smile and say, it's all good, I'm moving forward. Notice what's missing there? No venting, no explaining, just pure boundary setting.
Short, calm, done. That is the mantra right there. You give them absolutely zero real estate in your conversations. And when word eventually gets back to them that you aren't falling apart, that you aren't even mentioning their name, man, that is when it really clicks in their brain. They realize you're actually doing totally fine, and that is exactly when the seed of real doubt and regret starts creeping in.
Phase 3, the level up phase, becoming the best version of yourself. So the crucial point is, this silence isn't just about playing mind games to make them wonder. It's actually a massive strategic window of time for you. This is where the true transformation into total self-mastery really kicks into gear. You take all that extra time and energy and you actively use it to become the absolute best version of yourself. Not for them, for you. You actually hit the gym, you learn that new thing, or finally try that hobby you always made excuses for. You actively surround yourself with people who truly appreciate your vibe. You take a hard look in the mirror and work on the parts of yourself you want to improve. You smile, you laugh more, you build this undeniable glowing energy of someone who is genuinely thriving. And trust me, eventually that energy radiates so far outward it reaches the person who walked away.
And when they finally see it, maybe it's a random photo or they bump into you on the street, they have this incredibly scary realization. You don't actually need them anymore. See, they expected you to be broken. They thought they could just casually wander back whenever they felt like it. But seeing you so much happier and stronger without them, that is the exact moment regret literally hits them like a freight train. Suddenly, they're the ones feeling lost, not you.
Phase 4, passing the breadcrumb test, handling their inevitable outreach.
All right, so once you level up and completely disappear, human nature basically guarantees they're going to reach out. And this is it, the ultimate test of your newly reclaimed power. But first, you have to actually spot the test so you don't get super excited and give all that power right back. It usually looks exactly like this. Oh, the classic "how have you been" text out of absolutely nowhere. A random like on a photo from, what, 3 months ago? A super casual comment online, or that predictable late-night "I miss you" message. Most people completely fail right here. They get butterflies, respond in 3 seconds flat, and boom, the other person instantly knows they still have you right on the hook.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the actual psychology behind these moves. We call these breadcrumbs. They are just these little, tiny pieces of attention thrown your way just to test the waters. They want to see if you'll come running back for a scrap. It's a really lazy, low-effort manipulation tactic to gauge your availability without them actually having to apologize or put in any real work.
So, how do you handle it? Well, you basically have 2 acceptable options here. Option 1, just leave them on read. Don't even respond. This firmly shows them that their lazy tactics absolutely do not work on you anymore. Option 2, if you feel like you literally have to respond, just say, "I'm good, thanks." That's the whole text. Keep it incredibly short, super cool, and totally uninterested. Because honestly, if they genuinely regretted losing you, they wouldn't just send a lazy text. They'd show up and put in some actual, undeniable effort.
I love this quote so much. Just remember, breadcrumbs are for pigeons. And you're not a pigeon. It's kind of funny, right? But it's also incredibly empowering. You are someone who deeply knows your worth. You demand actual effort, and you are officially done settling for tiny little scraps of lazy attention.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Phase 5, the ultimate plot twist. Living your life like you've already won.
This brings us to the absolute core of total self-mastery. Listen, you aren't trying to prove something to them anymore. You aren't desperately waiting around for them to validate your existence. You have to fundamentally accept this one truth. You already have everything you need. Seriously, just pause for a second and let that sink in. You have yourself. You have an entire future. You've got goals, dreams, your whole life right in front of you. Just because one person decided to walk away does not change a single one of those facts. Your trajectory is completely 100% yours.
Because, at the end of the day, you already chose yourself. And when you start living from this place of massive internal confidence, people literally feel it. It just shines right out of you. You aren't desperate. You aren't waiting for someone else to choose you. And honestly, this unshakable, deeply rooted confidence is what makes people regret losing you more than absolutely anything else in the world. They see you out there crushing it, and they realize they let someone incredibly special slip right through their fingers.
And here is the actual plot twist of this whole explainer. When you do all of this, when you vanish, when you level up, when you truly genuinely let go, they very well might come back. They might come back apologizing, asking for one more chance, but the twist? You might not even want them anymore. Because while they were out playing games, you grew so much that you realize you're actually way better off without them. Your life is peaceful now, and the amazing person you've evolved into simply doesn't need them taking up space anymore.
Because the real victory isn't about getting revenge. It's not about making them crawl back to you. The true victory here is achieving a state of complete self-mastery, where you are just so whole, so absolutely in love with your own life, that whether they come back or not doesn't even register as important to you anymore. You win either way.
So, to wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final, kind of provocative thought. If the ultimate victory is realizing you don't actually need them at all, which step are you going to take today to start winning for yourself? Just pick one thing. Are you going to go totally silent today? Are you going to finally stop venting to your friends? Or maybe you're going to go sign up for that gym class. Start your transformation journey to self-mastery today, and I promise...